I don't necessarily have time to be doing this, but if you're like me, you watch YouTube and all these professional guys trying to get tips of the trade, and I enjoy watching Paul Sellers and Rob Kosman because they always have something good to say, good advice, good tips. But I never really get any good framing tips, and there's all kinds of framing guys out there that are touting their intelligence and whatnot, but I never see any of them doing this. So it's a trick I learned a long time ago. I think it's super helpful. If you got a long wall, especially helpful on exterior walls, long walls, you find your windows and your doors and you're ready to make your stud layout. A lot of guys will put an 8-penny nail on their first layout and take their tape measure, 1632, 4864, and they'll do crow's feet. And they'll put another nail and do crow's feet until they get down the wall, and then they come back and square everything and exit. The trick that I learned is if you have a long wall like this, is put your 100-foot tape on your first layout. Even working by myself, I can just take a spring clamp and clamp it, and the pressure of the clamp helps keep the tape tight. And then the 100-foot tape has the 16 intervals. So you just put it on the tape, square right across, and exit. Find your little red diamond, square right across the whole tape, exit. Exit. So you're doing two functions in once. You're not wasting time, putting 8-penny nails in or whatever. And if you're smart about it, at least in my opinion, after you get your wall built and your top plates on, before you stand the wall, you do the same thing again on your top plate for your joist layout. I mean, you know what your layout is. So I do the same thing. I go to my top plate, hook it on my first joist layout, run it all the way down, keep it tight, and I mark all my joists on my top plates before I stand the wall. That way you're not, I know it because I've done it, up there acting like a ballerina walking on a tightrope, trying to pull layout marks, 40 foot in the air. I mean, it's a hell of a lot safer and easier to do it while the wall's laying down. But it just occurred to me, because I was obviously doing this, I don't see anybody using this technique, and it just seems so simple and easy to me. So there's a framing tip that I think's valuable, and I don't see anybody using. You save a lot of time and probably a lot of trips to the hospital. Maybe I'll come up with something else here in a short.